Letters from God. Letter 9. How does God's judgment work?
Hello, my dear. In our moment today, I want to clarify the subject of divine judgment for you, to which everyone will have to appear, 1 Corinthians 5:10. Sometimes this word, judgment, conveys fear, insecurity, and uncertainty. However, I assure you that my judgment brings hope, joy, and peace to humanity, for I am just, but I am also merciful, and I am a God who is compassionate. Psalm 116:5. My judgment, son, goes through three very important phases: the investigative phase, the verification phase, and the execution phase. I have written in the great Magna Carta called the Bible all these phases and how they will occur. I will share with you in a summarized manner these three phases using the sacred texts of this great charter. The first phase, called investigative judgment or pre-advent judgment, begins first with the household of God, 1 Peter 4:16-17. It involves the participation of celestial angels. Our high priest, Jesus Christ, enters the most holy place of the heavenly sanctuary and appears before God the Father to make atonement for all sinners who have believed in his name. This, my son, will happen before my return. When I am returning, you already know what will happen, right? Those who have died faithful to Christ will be resurrected, and those who are alive and still faithful to me will be transformed in the twinkling of an eye and caught up to meet me in the air, 1 Corinthians 15:51-58. When this happens, it is because they have already been judged, received their reward, will ascend with the heavenly hosts, 1 Thessalonians 4:17, and will reign with Christ for 1,000 years, Revelation 20:4. This part of the judgment will be based on what is written in the books, namely, the book of life, the book of remembrance, and the book of sins, Revelation 20:12-13, Malachi 3:16, Nehemiah 13:14, Ecclesiastes 12:14. The investigative judgment will end then, shortly before Jesus returns to this earth. My dear, the second phase of judgment, called verification judgment, will occur during the millennium, Revelation 20:4. The saved, who will be caught up along with the angels, will reign with Christ for 1,000 years. They will be with Christ and will have the privilege of judging the wicked and even judging the fallen angels, 1 Corinthians 6:2-3. I really want you, my love, to participate in this moment to see what my character is like and how I have been just and loving to the sinner. While the saved are with Christ in heaven, participating in the judgment, the wicked will be dead on the desolate earth. They will only be resurrected at the end of the 1,000 years. The third phase of judgment is called executive judgment. Do you know how it will be? The wicked will be resurrected, Revelation 25, Daniel 12:2, and Satan will be released from his prison and will go out to deceive the nations. These nations are the wicked who were dead and have now been resurrected in what is called the second resurrection. The second resurrection is the raising of all unbelievers and is linked to the second death. Those who have done good will rise to live, and those who have done evil will rise to be condemned, John 5:29. Along with the devil, all the wicked will go out to take the holy city, which will be descending to settle on the new earth and establish itself as the capital of my eternal government. Then, the unbelievers will be receiving their final sentence. But understand, son, they will receive condemnation not due to a lack of guidance, but due to a lack of willingness to be faithful to me. Just as you are receiving this guidance now, I have taken care that no one is lost, John 6:38-40. Thousands will be suffering eternal punishment by their own choice. Unfortunately, they will be turned into ashes, Malachi 4:1-3. Fire will come down from heaven and consume them, Revelation 20:9. Many will be there, suffering this eternal punishment. People of great longevity, great intellect, kings, generals, proud warriors, ambitious ones, those who participated in my crucifixion, also those who exalted themselves in my name, and many others. When the executive judgment occurs and the wicked and Satan receive their condemnation, all will exclaim, "Your ways are just, O King of the nations." Revelation 15:3. Good and evil will be visible. Perhaps you have been frightened by this information and are thinking to yourself how difficult it is to be saved. Remember, son, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, help you, and uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41:10. If you confess your sins, I am faithful and just to forgive your sins and purify you from all unrighteousness. 1 John 1:9. Whoever believes in me is not judged. John 3:18. If you feel like a great sinner, I am your advocate with the Father. I can defend you. 1 John 2:1. I am eager, my son, to know your decision now. Please tell me, which side will you choose to be on? Do you want to be with the unbelievers? Or do you want to be with me in heaven during the 1,000 years? I await your answers. Write to me, lovingly, your friend Jesus.